Hello everyone, welcome to Survival at Infernos, the only show that's produced bi-weekly. Let's get into the confessionals. I did better than expected. Very cool.
Razor, me Bob, the police are here to arrest me for arson. Could you believe that? Arr, 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 arr.
Hoop hoop, little marshmallow goes jump jump.
My user's fingers hurt after playing this game, but it's worth it in getting immunity this elimination. Ding dong ditch, I'm gonna perish.
Me when I somehow get first dance.
No, 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 no.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Well, it looks like we only got 2 people in frame for this elimination. Of course, my phone's here too, but he's recording, so... Skittles is in jail, and Razor and Combo Lock are safe, so they're not here, so it looks like we just got you 2. Skittles, who scored the least for your team, and my phone, who scored the most for your team out of those who aren't already safe, both escaped this elimination with only 1 vote. So that leaves you 2. One of you 2 will be eliminated. But maybe not yet, because you guys tied at 2 votes. So that means Mouse and Tons of Things will have to face a tiebreaker. But instead of a tiebreaker right now, this is a perfect opportunity to keep the teams even for the next challenge. So they're both going to compete, and whoever does worse for their team will be eliminated. Oh no. So, you might have heard there's an election happening, and if you remember Inanimate Circuit, last time there was an election, there was also an election challenge there. And basically, we're going to be doing that again, but if you remember that challenge, it's not going to be anything like that challenge. Your teams, your 2 teams, are running for me and Eager's vote. So, I made a little presentation here to make explaining this challenge easier. So your challenge is to run a political style campaign for immunity, and it will be decided by us, the voters, me and the co-host. So each team will have 6 roles in the campaign that will be played by their 6 members. The first role is the candidate. The face of your team's election bid, the public face of your campaign. He does the campaigning, speaking, makes appearances, and is supposed to represent your team well. The 2 candidates will have a debate at the end of the election, and the candidate also gets the final say on who gets what job if you can't decide. The teams pick the candidate in a primary, which involves talking amongst themselves on day 1 and doing anonymous voting after, and whoever is elected becomes the team candidate. Role 2, the policy guy. You will coordinate with your team to come up with the policies that your team will promote, and you can design your team's policy list, a list of policies in a Discord chat, where you will list all the policies and try to make them sound as appealing as possible or minimize the less appealing policies as if it was a campaign website. Pro tip, these do not have to be serious, and if you're trying to appeal to Eaker and me, so keep that in mind. So an example would be, I support the ball edition policy to give our nation the 3rd ball it desires. So yeah. The campaign research guy. This guy's job is to ask me and Eaker both questions and interview us to get an idea of what their team should do to achieve our votes. This role may seem simple or unimportant, but this is the guy whose job it is to ask questions which your policies will most likely need to be based off of. So, role 4 is the spy or smear guy. This guy's job is to cheat or be unscrupulous and unfair. This guy can do stuff other members of the team can't, such as bribery, forging, like faking a screenshot or recording that helps your team, or otherwise lying and doing stuff to sabotage the other team. Your actions don't necessarily have to be lies, but your actions will be secretive and behind the scenes. The 5th role is the events and fundraising guy. This guy's job is to organize events for their party's campaign. This includes a main event, the team national convention, which usually includes speeches from the campaign, endorsements, and perhaps propaganda videos that your campaign makes. He also has the side role of negotiating funding from the lobbyists and corporations listed on the server. So yeah, and this is the part 2 of that role, fundraising. These are the sources that you will try to fundraise from. They are oil.com, an oil magnet / sperm bank,
TMIC, which either stands for the Military Industrial Complex or Two Men in China, whichever you prefer. The Crime Union, a union representing all current and former criminals. And Juridistan, a former nation who'd like their interests to be represented by the winning party. So these 4 or 5 companies or sources of this fundraising, they all have their own interests. They each have their own interests, and they'll want you to promote their interests to give you fundraising. So this is role 6. This might be the most important one. The partisan news anchor. This member of your team is the only one with access to the Psy News channel, the public news for everything about this election and the primary news source. So your job is to post stories and news segments to basically make your team look as good as possible. You can report on anything, do opinion segments, be as biased as you want, just be effective at putting out your team's message and effectively spreading the word. You can post 2 segments a day in news. This role may be the most important as they're the one who gets the word out about stories that come out of the campaigns, and it's their job to make a compelling case for your side. So, here's more details. Endorsements. Do you have a lot of influence? Get other people to endorse your candidate. Hell yeah. Can you get more people, organizations, or even entire servers or minor e-celebs to endorse your side? The debate will happen over text, but if possible, will happen in a video call. I personally prefer a call if both candidates can make it happen. The debate will happen during a time scheduled where both candidates can make it, so if your candidate has no free time, that may not be good. So, the winner of this challenge will be the one who wins the votes with me and Eker, and if we tie, there might be something done to tie break, and you know, it'll be complicated or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's how this challenge is going to work, and yeah, that's basically it. So yeah. So that's the challenge. If you're confused about anything, need clarification, or want more examples, just talk to me and I'll put them out there. So yeah, that's it. Deadline, it'll come after the debate, but I'm not setting a hard deadline on this challenge. Good luck!